Welcome everybody. So I want to show you how to use these little ring things to figure out how to divide up the space on your bowl or on your tumblers, okay? So you can see on this bowl that my design is even all the way around, and I'm pretty good at eyeballing it, but I want to show you how to be able to do it as easily as possible with the stuff that we have. So we have these two different kinds of rings. One is a time ring and one is a percent equivalent ring. It really doesn't matter what kind of ring it is, as long as you know where to mark stuff, okay? So I've made kind of a quick cheat sheet for depending on how many, spots you want for dividing up. So if I was looking at this bowl, it's like, how many of these lines do I have? Like, how many of these do I need? Okay. Now you're probably gonna need more on your bowl than you will on your tumbler, right? Your tumbler is a smaller area, so you're gonna need slightly smaller stuff on there. Now, and it also depends on what kind of, shape that you have for your bottom will kind of depend on how many of these that you want. Now, I have not finished off my bottom on my tumblers yet. You should have already smoothed everything, but for this demo, it'll be fine. So whenever you use these, you want to have your needle tool and your ring and, maybe take a picture of the cheat sheet or something. But when you go to do this, you want to know how many, little spots do you want? And you want to make sure that this ring is kind of centered. If you go like this, then it's not going to be like this mark and this mark are not going to cut it evenly. You're going to have one side that's smaller and one side that's bigger. So it's really important that you try to center it. Now on a bowl, it's, it'll sit on the bowl and that's fine. But for the tumbler, you want to kind of look. Now, if I want to do something where I'm just doing it into like 8 spots, then like I said, you can use the cheat sheet, but basically I'm going to put like a little mark at 60. I'm going to put a little mark at 30. I'm going to put a little mark at 15 and a little mark at 45. And then I want to divide that again. Now for me, like I said, I can eyeball it and be like, that looks about right? For you, it might be different. So maybe if you want to do 8, instead of trying to figure out 7.5 minutes, maybe you want to use the percent equivalent ring, right? So you would do, for 8 spots, you would do 12.5%. So it's like the 0 to 100, and then you're going to do 12.5, and then 25, and then 37.5, 50, 62.5, 75, 87.5. And see, like I was pretty close on there just eyeballing it, right? So that's how you kind of divide up your space. Once you have it divided up, then you can take that and, move it on to the rest of your cup, okay? Now, like I said, if you're doing something like this that has an unusual shape for a bottom, maybe think about that. So like if I already have 3 things, then you can see like this one's at 60, 20, and 40. Maybe I want to have 3 or 6. So I would have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? Maybe that's what I want to do. So think about and just make sure you kind of have these centered. And then, like I said, use the cheat sheet for figuring out the percentages and stuff. All right, thanks everybody.